This is absolutely not a vlog that I think that I would ever have had to do at all, never mind it's 20 years of age. But I am, and I've decided that I want to do this because I want to have some sort of purpose and some sort of something to do every day, or maybe not every day, but some days for the next while. Today I was diagnosed with stage 2 rectal cancer. I think that's the first I've actually said it out loud today. It's been a lot of texting. So yeah, I got that news today and I just thought, you know what, I think this is the best day to start this vlog, and it will be something that I can watch when I overcome it, which I absolutely will do, and it's something that might help other people, which is why I'm going to do it, because I think that if I can help one person from my story and what my journey is going to be, that'll be amazing. And yeah, as I say, it'll give me something to concentrate my energy on. So I just wanted to start it at the beginning. It's obviously not the beginning of my journey, like from when I found out and stuff, but I got my diagnosis today, so I wanted to start it today. It's going to be a long road, it's going to be tough, but I'm going to absolutely smash it. I have such positive feelings towards it at the minute. This could definitely get worse. I could have days that I'm on here crying and ill. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm ready to tackle it because I have the best friends and family around me that I could actually possibly have, and I just want all the positive energy and vibes to go towards this experience, to help me through it as much as possible. So I have to meet my new consultant next week, and then I will start radiotherapy and chemotherapy before getting the tumour removed. So that's the next step. Today is just sort of the start of it, and we will know more next week when I meet her and see what the journey ahead looks like. Obviously London is on pause for a while, which makes me sad. I obviously already haven't worked for the last 6 months because of coronavirus, so it's going to be a long time being out of work, which I think I'll struggle with. I like to be very busy and I like to be occupied, so that's one thing that I'm slightly worried about, is not having things to do every day for the next wee while, but it is what it is, it has to be done. Yeah, life's going to be a bit different. It's going to be a new journey and a new chapter in life, but it's something that I will hopefully be able to look back on, and something that will hopefully change my life for the better. Who knows what way it's going to go, but yeah, it's 2020 summed up, isn't it? Like, what the fuck is this year? Madness. So today is the 15th of September, more or less 2 weeks since I found out about my diagnosis, since I got my diagnosis. Today I met my new consultant who talked me through like what my treatment's going to look like. I will be getting radiotherapy alongside chemotherapy. The chemo that I'm getting actually doesn't sound like it'll be too invasive, so sounds good on that front, like in terms of like losing hair and things. Don't think that's gonna happen. Information I got told today that I wasn't expecting though was that the likelihood of me being able to carry a child is more or less certain it won't happen. I wasn't expecting that. I knew that my fertility would be affected because of where my cancer is, the radiotherapy will be very invasive in that area, around my pelvic area, and it will be very strong basically. So yeah, I knew that that was going to be a problem. I didn't think it was going to be a straight up, you won't be able to have kids, which is obviously gut wrenching. Like, I have broke my heart this afternoon really badly. Like, I have cried more over that news than I did cry that I had cancer, because I know that I can beat cancer. Not being able to have kids is like, you know, for life information. So struggling to come to terms with that, to be fair. Gonna meet the fertility team and see if there's anything that we can do. They just don't want to postpone starting treatment any longer, which unfortunately might mean that I can't get eggs frozen. I mean, it's obviously not a thing now, like I'm single and whatever, but kids is always something that I've wanted, and something that's definitely I've seen in my path for myself. So I know there's other options, and that will maybe just have to be what it will look like in the future, but it's just not something you're ever going to think that you would be told at 28 years of age, alongside everything else, I guess. But yeah, just kind of a pain in the heart today. So that's where we're at. I'll hear something from fertility doctors this week. If not, I am in on Monday for another scan and the discussion of when radiotherapy will start, hopefully in the next few weeks. So yeah, that's the update so far. Updated this. The last that you would have heard was my fertility news. Since then I just took a couple of weeks to, you know, get my head around everything, make some decisions and concentrate on what's happening. Basically, like, long story short, I wasn't able to freeze any eggs ahead of starting radiotherapy. The treatment was going to overlap with my therapy starting time, which my consultant wasn't just really willing to do. My ovarian levels came back like half as low as what they wanted it to be for the chance of it to work. And yeah, there was just so many factors that were against me rather than for me. So as painful and as hard as it was, I made the decision not to do it. So yeah, that was a week and a half ago. So we just kind of closed that chapter on fertility for now. Obviously when the time comes in the future and I want to think about having kids, we will look and see what the options are, whether it be egg donors, surrogacy, adoption, whatever it may be. I'm just going to focus on that at the time, because I cannot, it's broke my heart and it's really sad and it's horrendous, but I cannot sit and think about it every day, because I wouldn't be able to get up and get on with life, to be honest. So I've accepted it for now, kind of put it to the back of my head and just concentrating on me at the minute, because obviously I'm priority. I need to get better and in need of me to have a future. So that's where we're at with that. It's been a little while since I've checked in on this, so I just wanted to update everybody. We are halfway through radiotherapy. I cannot believe it. It's flew it really has, and I'm feeling good. There has been some days over the last couple of weeks where I haven't been so great and been sick and things like that, but for the most part I'm doing well. I was taken off the chemo tablets last week for 4 days, just for a bit of a break, as my white blood cells were quite low. Just in the current climate with COVID and everything, they're just being a little extra careful with that. So that's why they just decided to take me off them, but my bloods are back up again, so I have went back on them again, which is great news, because was slightly worried that it was going to change my treatment plan, but just going to keep an eye on them, keep an eye on me, and see how we get on. So yeah, nothing else strange or exciting to report. Everything is going to plan. So yeah, I'll check in again soon. Sorry for the absolute dramatic state of me, but it is Halloween. This is the costume. No, I'm only joking. I just wanted to check in. It is Saturday, as I said, Halloween. So sad that we can't do anything this year. Halloween is my favourite. It's me and the girls' favourite, and my family, we love it. So yeah, we can't do much this year, obviously lockdown. But going to actually do a little bit of Halloween makeup with Kaylin here soon, just so we can say we've done something, and have a little tea party this evening, just for fun, just to make it feel like a little bit more of a special day. But yeah, I just wanted to check in. I finished week 3 of radio treatment yesterday, and I was taken off the tablets, the chemo tablets again yesterday, which was annoying, but my white blood cells are back down, so they've decided to take me back off them. Going to review again on Monday. Don't really know what's going on, but I think it's just because of COVID about at the minute. They don't want to take any chances with me getting sick or anything extra to try and fight off with a weakened immune system. So yeah, but I can't believe I start week 4 on Monday already. Like it has flew in, so I am ready to get it started and get this done. I'm just getting ready. Today is Friday the 13th. Like Friday the 13th in 2020. It's going to do the opposite, and it's going to be good things. You heard it here. Good things. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go to my last radiotherapy appointment. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. The last 5 weeks has absolutely flew in, like totally flew in. It's been long in the sense of like having to go every day and whatever, but I feel extremely lucky. I feel like I've been fine, and I feel like everything could have been a lot worse. Obviously we're not over with yet. There's still a big part to come, but the first bit's over. Like the first hurdle is over, and it's been like a smooth enough sailing, so fingers crossed that the next bit is as well. Look at the state of my tan. Wow, what a good day to put really bad tan on your hands when you get to ring the bell. And that's the hand that I'm going to use. I'm going to just take that as my Friday the 13th bad vibes, and the rest are going to be good. But yeah, this is it. That's it. 3 weeks since I finished my radio and chemo treatment. 3 weeks, cannot believe it. And I'm feeling good. I haven't really felt majorly sick or overly tired or anything massively out of the ordinary. Now I do get days where I get a little bit more tired, and excuse me, if I've been out and about all day, then I feel like I need to sit down sometimes. So the actual area itself where I got the treatment, so like hips and lower back and things like that, are kind of suffering a little bit, but nothing like major. Everything is under control and definitely livable with, so feeling extremely lucky and grateful that I haven't felt shit. So yeah, got my letter yesterday for my next MRI scan. It's in 3 weeks, on the 30th of December, so after Christmas. So that's when we'll look and see if the treatment has done what it's meant to, and what's next after that. So not majorly looking forward to that. And just because it's going to be kind of like anxious waiting for results on that. Like obviously the first time around when I was going for an MRI and stuff, I kind of had already accepted that I had cancer. This time now it's going to be like, right, it's worked, hasn't worked, you know, whatever the results are going to be. So yeah, but I'm just trying to put that out of my head. Like I'm really trying not to think about it, because there's no point. I cannot change the outcome of what's going on inside. One, can you believe it? Madness. Let's hope and pray for better times this year. Good news all round. Life goes back to some sort of normal for everybody. And yeah, we can just look forward to better things. Had my checkup scan this week, so we're on Wednesday. I had it on Monday morning. MRI scan. I mean, obviously all went fine. There's not much that you can get from that. Like, obviously they don't tell you anything there and then. So back to fighting this. Had obviously a 6-week break there over Christmas and stuff, which was lovely, and you just kind of forget about it a wee bit. Now we're back into hospitals. I'm back to realising that I still have cancer and I need to get rid of it, but I'm feeling so much better. Like, I'm feeling really good. My appetite's back. I'm putting on a wee bit more weight that I had lost. And I'm not needing to go to the toilet anywhere near as much as what I would have before. I'm not passing blood or anything like that. So I'm hoping that all these signs are good and the results from the scan will be positive. I have another one on Sunday, so I have a CT scan on Sunday, so I'm guessing they'll collate the both scans and see what they're looking like before I meet with my consultant again. And then obviously she will give me the plan of action, what it looks like, what the next step is, what surgery route we're going down, and when it'll be, etc. So I'm feeling like I'm like kind of at like the top of the hill. Like, I've done the slog up and now we're at the top of the hill, and I'm just kind of waiting for the next step. So I am slightly anxious, just obviously because we're waiting on results now. So you're just praying that it's good news and it's everything that's worked the way it's meant to. And obviously the next step is the most easiest sort of route that it can be. But yeah, that's where we're at, so we will see. Hopefully next time I'm checking in will be with positive news and a bit of a plan as to what is to come. Just about to get into the bath, hence the dressing gown. It is the 21st of January. I have been called to the hospital tomorrow to meet with my consultant to discuss what's next. I have been feeling so anxious all day. Like, I'm just really scared. I'm really nervous. More so than any other time. But I'm just like, it's gonna be good news. It has to be good news. Like, this just needs to be over and soon. Along with that, today we've had another 6 weeks added to lockdown. So it's so hard to try and remain positive in such a shit time. Like, I don't know, I've got the support of everybody around me, but it's just so hard. Like, yeah, I'm trying to keep so positive, and I'm trying to keep my mindset to thinking positive things for tomorrow and onwards. But I've had a wee bit of a wobble today, like, for sure. But I'm just hoping it's good vibes that I'm feeling, and everything good and new feels scary anyway, so hopefully that's just what this is. But yeah, I'm about to get in the bath and relax myself before tomorrow, in the hope that I can just chill myself out and get a good night's sleep. But yeah, I will check in tomorrow, I guess. So needless to say, this is a few days later from the last appointment. I left off saying that I was going for my results. I got the results and they were not what we were hoping, wanting or expecting. So I definitely had to take the weekend to try and get my head around it. I'm not obviously like used to it and happy about it, but I've got my head around it and I understand that it needs to happen, and what needs to happen is to get me better, and it's all for a reason. So basically the treatment didn't really work. It worked slightly, but by no means of it enough to avoid having to do the major surgery that we now have to do. So I have to have a huge part of my colon removed, along with the tumour and a possible hysterectomy, which is just madness. Like, there's just so much that's been affected from this. You just don't understand, obviously, how important everything in that area is, and the impacts it can have on the surrounding areas. So because of this, I have to have a temporary stoma bag placed, which I'm just not getting, well, I mean, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to be able to get used to that until it's there and I'm living with it and understanding how to work it and how it works, how I work with it, how I use it, how I clean it, change it, everything. So yeah, that's going to be a complete change to my life. And obviously if I have to have a hysterectomy as well, I'm going to be pretty wiped out for a while. So surgery is on 10th of February, which is actually quite good that it's happening so quick and so efficiently. Hoping nothing changes there. But it means that I can get this all done and get used to it. Also, obviously, the quicker it's done, then the quicker I can heal and hopefully get the bag removed again. It is only meant to be temporary, so fingers crossed. And then fingers crossed, obviously, everything goes well and that's it. And I don't need to get any more treatment after that, because obviously that's not ruled out either. So where I was hoping this was coming to an end pretty soon, it's not. It's just been prolonged for another, I don't know, you might say like it could be another 9 months yet, which is just it's daunting, because it's been such a long journey already, and I'm just fed up with doing nothing and fed up with being sick. But we'll get there. But just a little delayed. Hi. It is Saturday the 21st of February, and tomorrow I am going into hospital. It's surgery day on Monday. Nervous, anxious, but like keen to get it done. Like, I'm just keen to get it over and done with, get to the other side of this now, and then just get ready to fight whatever's next. Yeah, I have to go to Coleraine Hospital. Don't know how long I'll be there for, and I'm not allowed any visitors, so that's annoying. But like, I'm trying not to think about that too much, because I don't want to get myself like flustered before I've even got there, do you know what I mean? So I'm just going to wait and see how I am and take each day as it comes, like I've done so far. I've got my bags packed, I've got books, magazines, my iPad, phone, yeah, everything, so I'll be fine. I'm sure I will be fine. I'm also probably going to be like sleepy and stuff, so yeah, I was going to bring this camera and document when I get there, but I don't know if I will. It's just a bit risky bringing the camera, so I will perhaps just check in after. Yeah, see you on the other side. For 3 weeks post surgery, and this is probably like one of a few days where I felt like I wanted to talk, come on, just feeling like up to it. What is this bit of her? Hospital ended up being really hard. I was there for 10 days, which I just did not think I was going to have to do it all. I thought I was going to be home in like 4. I underestimated the severity of the surgery. I underestimated the severity of the recovery time. I underestimated the whole situation. I think a lot of people did, like around me and stuff. Obviously, like surgeons, doctors, staff, they all knew obviously how hard it was going to be. And like, until they were telling me that every day, I didn't really, accept it until then. But we're getting there. We're moving slowly forward. few bumps in the road, but thankfully nothing major. Thankfully everything is under control, and hopefully it all stays that way. I am meeting Dr. Corey next week to find out what's next. I do know it's going to be some chemo, just as like a precautionary measure to stop it from coming back, because it is gone. Surgery was a success. We got the tumour out. Bye, Tina. And we didn't have to take away anything else, which was amazing. You know, they were scared that the boy might have had to come out, ovaries, fallopian tubes, the whole heap, and it didn't. So amazing, so positive for that. So yeah, next step is finding out what the chemo is and just getting it done. So can't get a bag reversal until the chemo's done. Obviously recovery time in between everything, needing to be well, needing to be in the best possible situation that I can be in before starting things and putting my body through all this. So trying my best to rest now before starting chemo, which is hard because I just hate it in the house, and like not driving or anything is doing my head in. But yeah, I am tired, and I do feel days where I'm just like, oh. But then I have good days as well, and I've been out and about a little bit. I've been able to go a couple of walks, like really small, you know, about the shops and things like that. So I'm grateful that I can do that, and hopefully that'll only improve and we'll get bigger and better. Scars are looking okay. I will show you. Okay, so obviously this is Shazreen, the Stoma. She's there for a while, so we're coping with her. We have this little hole, which was like a keyhole where they started, a bruise in here because I have to inject myself every night. And then I have this hole underneath, which is where the drain was, which was a bit of difficulty, so that's still healing. And that's the main scar really here, which is really not too bad. Like it goes right down, but it's not too bad. Hi, so today marks week 5 post-surgery, and I'm doing really well. I'm up and about more or less just like normal. Still like I haven't managed walking loads or anything like that, but just doing it gradually and we'll get there 100%. Stoma's doing okay. I had a few issues like with the skin around it and stuff, but seen the nurse and we've got a few different things to try to help that. So also seen my consultant last week and got a bit of an update at where we are, what everything's looking like and what's next. So basically surgery obviously was very, very successful. Tumour was taken away, the margin around it clear, but the lymph nodes that they took out, they took 13 lymph nodes out and 11 of them were positive for cancer in them. So we have to do chemotherapy now next to just make sure that they don't come back. Like I'm currently cancer free, which is amazing and so exciting, and like let's pray to everything above that it stays that way. But this is why they do the chemo, to make sure that that's the case. So we are going to start with 4 cycles, which is 3 months. I'll be back on the capecitabine tablets, which I took pre-surgery with the radiotherapy, and then I also have to go once every 3 weeks for oxyplatin, which will be in my arm on a drip for a few hours. So a lot more obviously aggressive than what I was on before, but we're really hoping that I'll adapt well to it. If I do adapt well to it, like in terms of not having too much sickness and my stomach is okay, that's probably the main thing. Then we're going to go for 8 cycles, which obviously doubles the time frame, which is 6 months. Annoying that it's so long, but at the same time we're hoping that we do get 6 months worth here, because that's the maximum amount of treatment that will lessen the chance of it coming back. So we're aiming for 6 months, you know, like this is what we need to do. And as I say, annoying, but listen, if I've never have to do it ever again, then I'll do it for 6 months now. Life's still not really that normal, so I'll not really be missing much, and hopefully I'll not be too sick and be able to do things kind of normally anyway. And then after that, so once obviously the time frame is decided and done, then we'll look at reversing the stoma. So I have a few months ahead again, but hopefully by the end of this year everything will be done and dusted, and then next year when life is a bit normal as well, then we can look at returning to some sort of normality. But I'm feeling positive, I'm feeling good, and trying to just remain as active and healthy as I possibly can in order to get through the chemo as successfully as I can. Got my COVID vaccine today, so that's amazing, and I'll get another one then when we're, I think it's 10 weeks. So yeah, hopefully just like lowering any risk of any infections or any complications. But that's where we're at, so I'll check in again when chemo starts. 1 week left to go on cycle 7 of 8. Oh, I'm so excited. Today is the 1st of September. I've just done my little books that I like to update, just my little journal and my diary that I've been keeping the whole way through, and then I always like to update this as well when I'm doing these two. So I'm so grateful that I've kept everything up the whole way through, because it's just so good to read back on everything and see how far that I've came. So the end is in sight, like it really is in sight now. September is the month that we've been waiting for, and today is the 1st, as I said. So yes, okay, granted it's not until the end of this month that I will be finished my treatment, but yeah, like we're getting there. Things are starting to wrap up now. I have a date for my gynae appointment, which I've been kind of waiting for since surgery. So I will find out what's going on with that side of things, like hormonal sort of stuff. That's next week, so I'll update you after that. And then I have my last chemo appointment is actually the day of one of my very good friends' wedding, so I won't be able to actually go meet my consultant that day. I'm just going to have a phone consultation, I think. So I don't know if I have like another appointment with her before like they totally sign me off, potentially. And then I have a date for my appointment with my surgeon, so I'm hoping that that'll be with some sort of movement on a reversal plan. Alongside that, I'm probably actually waiting on another appointment with the Stoma nurse. But yeah, everything is like moving nice and quickly and efficiently, and yeah, we're making moves now towards the finish line. So I'm just trying to power through, as always, keep myself busy. I feel great. I had a little stint in A&E last week, which we won't even talk about. I'm fine, so that's the main thing. And I'm actually trying to plan a party that I'm going to have for myself. Yes, I'm having a party in October. I'm going to do that at the end of October, so that's what my focus and energy is going on right now, and I'm just hoping that the time will pass by quick. I plan to come on here to like talk about how happy and excited I was that I finished my chemo on Tuesday, but instead I've literally just cried all morning, and I don't even know why I'm crying. I'm just really like, I don't know, I'm just overwhelmed, but I'm also just going to blame it on the menopause, which I'm not officially in, and I've had to start taking HRT, so I'm just going to blame it on that. But I don't know, I'm just feeling like, whoa, this weekend. I had the best week. I finished on Tuesday and had like celebrations with my family and friends and stuff, and then like I just decided I wanted to chill this weekend and just rest, because I have a few exciting weekends coming up, and I've just spent the time on my own crying. But like maybe I need that as well, I don't know. I mean, I'm like guessing this is to be expected, but it's just hit me really hard. So apologies for the state of my face, but I just thought that this would be a time that I should document raw feelings, because like I'm not looking at attention or anything, but it's just always good for me to like see myself like this when I'm feeling better, and then I can look back at how sad I was and how I've overcame it. But yeah, we're like at a big milestone now. So in like 10 days or so, yeah, 10 days, I have my CT scan to check everything, and then I'm meeting my surgeon on the Wednesday after that, so I will have a plan of attack for what's next. I think I need that. I think I'm just like struggling to be like, oh, it's done, but like, what's next? I've just lived this whole time being like, what's next, and I don't know what's next, so it's making me anxious and scared and nervous. But I'll get there. I'm gonna go and lie on the sofa now and drink lots of tea and chill and just relax. But yeah, hopefully in the next update I'll be feeling better. Hello! We're in a much better place than that last update. Well, maybe not physically because I've still got wet hair and I'm literally just like pampering my skin, but mentally and physically we're in a much better place. So just want to come on update. I'm just getting ready to go into hospital. I am so bad at updating this, and we've jumped a few steps, but basically since the last little bit that I recorded, I had my scans, I had a procedure to check that everything was healed inside for my stoma reversal to go ahead, and all was clear, no evidence of disease and no leaks or anything in the bowel that we needed to check. So lo and behold, I am now going for my stoma reversal in 2 days. I literally found out like 3 weeks ago, so I've had 3 weeks notice. It's all happened super quick. Couldn't believe it because I was told that it wouldn't be until next year. Now it's happening, and it's happening freaking quick. So yeah, I'm in isolation now just until Wednesday, only for a few days, so not too bad, but just getting bits and pieces together, getting my bag packed and getting ready, reading and preparing as much as I can, because like obviously I don't know what to expect. Hoping I'll be okay. My nurse is confident that I'll be up and about a lot quicker than I was the last time, and I should be fully healed and ready to rock for Christmas. So fingers crossed that that all goes to plan and I adapt to everything being back to normal again. Last couple of days of Shaz, so it's going to be so strange, but yeah, I'm excited to get this part done because then that's it. I'm officially done. Everything cancer related. Granted, they'll look after me for a while, but you know what, I'm so happy that they are going to do that because it keeps my mind at ease a wee bit to have that little check every now and again. So yeah, I will check in again. I won't bring the camera to hospital, just it's a wee bit risky. So yeah, I'll try and take some clips on my phone and maybe insert them here and give you all an update in a few days. So I will see you on the other side. Hello everyone, it is New Year's Eve. I thought in my head always that I would finish this little cancer journey vlog story thing on New Year's Eve with positive and like bright news, and it like, I mean, it is because I've done all my treatment, I've done all my operations, my stoma reversal went successfully, had a few rough weeks after it, but for the most part we're fine. My wound is literally near enough completely healed, which has been amazing. Like that's went really well, so I'm so grateful for that. But we're finishing New Year's Eve looking like this because I got COVID. Of course I did. Like literally one last kick to the balls. So I've actually just had a wee cry because I'm just like, are you serious? All I wanted to do this New Year's Eve more than ever was get dressed up and be with my friends and say good riddance to this fucking year. But instead I am literally on my own, isolating, because I now live here alone also. So yeah, not the way that I wanted to finish this, but like I'm still trying to remain positive because the most part, like I am well. I don't feel that sick or anything. I have a wee bit of like a coldy coffee thing going on, but like I feel okay. And obviously most importantly, like my life-threatening sickness is all under control and fine. So even though this stupid new variant has literally wiped so many of us out, like I know I'm not on my own, so I'm trying not to feel too sorry for myself. I'm hoping that like once everybody now has had this, like we can maybe finally move on, and 2022 will please be the year that I need it to be. I need the positivity, I really do. I need a break, I need good luck, I need good health, and I need exciting times, please. I potentially have so many of them, like it's my 30th and stuff, so yeah, it has a lot of potential to be amazing. For now it still looks a little bit bleak, but as I said, we're going in positive, we are going in hopeful. So yeah, I hope that this all comes together and makes sense and it isn't a bit of a mess. But for everybody that supported me and being an amazing friend and like support throughout my whole cancer journey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope that I have educated and that I have shared and inspired people from here on out. If they needed anything from it, I hope that I've been there, and wishing everybody the happiest new year and all the love and luck and health and happiness in the world for 2022.